deciding to be single and basically be in a relationship with herself. And it got the discussion going about whether or not she is a femcel. If you don't know who that is, it's a female incel, involuntary celibate individual. Or involuntary celibacy. But, you know, people have been calling guys who say things they don't agree with incels. But you have women who are basically following that path. Yeah, Emma Watson. Hopefully y'all watched the video and liked the video. I'm having an issue with people liking video content for whatever reason. They don't want to like the video content, but they don't want to complain about the content. That doesn't make any sense to me, but that's the type of individuals we have out here. You know? So, yes, make sure you also like the stream as well. Okay? Now, again, we're going to get all of your opinions on it in the chat. Let me know what you think. You know? Let me get this idiot out of here. Let me say this too. Also, another reason why I'm doing this live stream is because I put this the video link and the description of the video on my community tab, and I see in my community tab there's a lot of comments on this particular post. There's over 119. So there's a lot of discussion going on with this topic, and I felt like since I see a lot of people chatting about it, why don't I do it live, you know? But let's shout out everybody that's here. True ATL and Naima was good. Vern, Gemini, Amani, Logic, Roman, Renee, Brittany B. Okay, Edwin, Poetic Kells, Michael Wilson, Devon, Liana, Tyler, Messy Thrills, let's see, aka Kelly, Israel, Sonny, LD, Harold, let's see, The Boss 2000, what's up? Appreciate it. Bashan, DT Artman, let's see. But yo, we live. Maz Morty, what's up? Like the stream, people. So, you know, I came across a video from Fox News, and they were debating, was chivalry dead? Was chivalry over? Okay. Now, when you look at where we are in society, right, and how much women refuse to understand that they have put themselves in a situation where they just don't want men's help for anything. They don't want men to be men as far as being chivalrous is concerned, opening doors, opening cars. You know, women have this mindset of they just have to show men how tough they are. You know, this video isn't about IG models, sir. What's good, Chana? And I also want to say this too, okay? I want people to understand me very clearly, okay? Because people I don't know if it's directly or indirectly, are making a mockery out of some of these topics. Let me tell you something. You can keep trying if you want to. Okay? Because these topics matter to people. That's why I speak on it. And the reason why I know that doesn't matter what I talk about, people are going to get triggered or people are going to get some type of emotional response from it is because I come from a genuine place. You know? And I come from a genuine place of trying to help people. Just like nobody was really there to really guide and help me. Well, until I was able to guide and help myself to do better. But as far as, you know, taking this opportunity to really speak to people, because that's what I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to speak to people and just have a conversation with them about things that go on in the world, you know, about my feelings about certain things and how they relate to me. And one thing I realized in the over almost 5 years of making videos is that people love their celebrities. You know what I'm saying? People love their celebrities. I realized that when I would say things about some of these, you know, black leaders who are athletes or rappers. And I'm saying they're leaders because people put them in leadership positions. So I know that by speaking on them is going to get an emotional response. So, yes, as far as with some of the people I speak about, yes, I'm going to speak about them because those are the people you live your day trying to emulate. When y'all try to lease expensive cars you can't afford, you're trying to live like them. When you buy expensive clothes because you're trying to look like your favorite rapper on Instagram, you know, you're trying to be them. But they can afford that lifestyle better than you can. Most of those guys have stylists who go out and purchase the clothes and they just wear it because they want to look cool and trendy. These guys can't dress themselves. They can't even pay a bill. You know, that's why a lot of these guys get in tax debt because they don't handle their own finances unless they're spending the money. And these are the people that you're looking to for leadership. You know? So we really have to look at society. See, I speak on culture. I speak on the culture. People have asked me why I don't go in depth as far as speaking on black people and black issues. To a certain extent, I do, but I don't speak on it as if I have the answers. I think when I speak on certain things in the community, people want me to have answers. All I have is a way to gain solutions. And the one thing that a lot of people refuse to do is to self-police, is to be more disciplined and to care more about your situation in life, is to care more about your family situation. And some people don't. Some people would rather go through life and just, you know, be in the clouds and not have to face the everyday struggles of trying to live in a red pill society, because some people are still living in a blue lensed, you know, scope of everything because they don't want to see what's going on out here. They don't want to see the fact that those same people that they're trying to uplift and be part of don't care about them. You know, see them as less than, see them as nothing. Even though they look like you, they still don't respect you or like you. And that's harsh for a lot of people who get on social media and they look for friends. They look for people to lead them because they don't want to face the realities of what goes on out here. And the reality is, if you're not very self-aware, you're not going to get very far. You're not. You're going to be following the crowds. You're going to be looking for somebody to tell you how to live your everyday life. I refuse to be it. I've never been that type of person. I've always been a person to walk my own path. I find being a part of groups to be uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable being a part of a group. I really am. Because it's led by most likely an idiot. It's led by somebody that has a little bit of personality and showmanship, but that's about it. They still don't have anything to show for it. They're not going to make your life any better. They're going to make you feel good when you have a conversation with them. But when you go home, you're still going to be in that same decrepit life that you've been living. And that's due in part to the fact that you have people out here who refuse to truly be red pill. You know? And I'm not talking about that fake red pill shit that people are consuming. I'm not talking about, people mistaking lifestyle choices for being red pill. No. Red pill is an ideology that you consume and that you live your life by. When it comes to your political views, when it comes to your social views, when it comes to your family views or values, man. A lot of people ain't got no values out here. That's why they continue to fail. That's why they continue to fall on their face, because they refuse to see society for what it is. I don't. I'm much more of a realist than most people, but okay, I get it. You work a job that you really don't like for somebody that doesn't like you and you don't like them. So in that situation, what you're left with is seeking a little bit of, a little bit of confidence. It's easy to listen to these guys who are claiming to lead the community and lead you, right? Because they present you an opportunity to feel good about yourself for a little bit of time. But once that is over and you don't have any self-confidence of your own, what are you going to do then? You're going to go back for another hit of that confidence that person is giving you. You're willing to open your wallet and pay whatever, which is fine. But when that person disappoints you, now you're angry with them. Why are you angry with them when you chose to support them? I never understood that. It's all about choices, man. We can't hate. We can't be mad at the people we choose to support, because at the end of the day, we chose to support them. We didn't do our due diligence. We didn't take a step back and really figure out what I'm looking for. What do I want? What my ideology is. No, you just go for it. That made me feel good. So let me go and support this person. Let me listen to this person. And when that person disappoints you, now you're angry with them. Shout out to Tyler T. Forget being a follower. I'm a man on my own mission. Life is harsh, but it's fair. That's a good point, Tyler. And you learn a lot of harsh life lessons. A lot of the younger people today, man, there's a lot of young people that are graduating high school, that are graduating college, may have gotten kicked out of college, maybe gotten kicked out of high school. They're 18, 19. They can no longer attend high school. The world is going to be a very harsh place for you if you don't figure out what you want, how, and have some drive and have some commitment to be successful. Seek to be around people and listen to people who have your best interests at heart. But this live stream is about them Femcels. What's good, Team Alone? We're going to talk about these Femcels, man. Again, this stream was originally going to be about, it can be a two-parter. It can be about women going Femcels, like women going celibate, swearing off relationships and marriage. And it can also be about chivalry. And did women destroy chivalry? See you, Gerald. Now, I want to say this first about chivalry. I was listening to this video from this Fox News, and they were having this discussion, and they were talking to these two ladies, and one of the ladies was basically, I think she wrote a book about alpha females and how alpha females can adjust and sort of deprogram themselves. You know, in our society today, man, you got women embracing being alpha females because some of them really don't know any better. Some of them really believe that that is the way to go, and it's not. It's not the way to go. Calling yourself an alpha anything as a woman is going to be disastrous because you're putting yourself in a situation where you're going to be basically dealing with men who are going to see you as the breadwinner. They're going to see you as a leader. Shout out to Young Manhood Channel. Salute, Jay. Appreciate it, man. They're going to see you as the person who's going to be leading the relationship. They're going to be leaning on you to take care of the bills, to take care of everything. Even when something needs to be fixed and the dude is looking at you, he can't even do that. Because once again, you're embracing that alpha female energy. And what happens when you embrace things like that, you end up finding yourself in a relationship where you're taking care of the guy. He's relying on you financially. Make sure y'all like the stream too. And there are a lot of women who are claiming that they're alpha females who are taking care of grown men. Now, on top of that, they have kids. They got kids. They got bills. They got responsibilities. They're working 2 jobs and going to school. And they're taking care of this guy who has no drive, no commitment whatsoever. You got women who are used to dating men like that. And it's very difficult for those women to change that mindset. Look in the black community. You got women that instead of them looking at where they are and changing, they would rather say, you know what, I'm going to hop the fence. I want to date an entirely new racial group of men, and that's going to change my predicament. But what ends up happening is the same result. You're in the same type of relationship, or you don't have any relationship at all because you refuse to change that energy that you have. But old habits it takes a while for old habits to go away. Now, in the Femcel thing, again, I made the video about Emma Watson today and how she is staying away from committed relationships, marriage, having kids. She's turning 30. But she doesn't want the pressure of having to not have a marriage and a kid by 30. Even though she's been famous for a long time, she's had a long time to really choose a suitable guy, but chose to play the field and continues to play the field. And I think that's in the mindset of a lot of women these days. They're playing the field to the point to where they lose out, because eventually you're going to have to step out of the dating market and have something to show for it. You know, and if you ain't got nothing to show for it, then you're going to be like Emma Watson claiming to swear off relationships. You know, you're going to be self-partnered, whatever that means. Whatever a self-partnership is. I thought it meant having confidence in yourself. But if you have no confidence in yourself, that self-partnership isn't going to work either, because you're still going to feel insecure, man. You're still going to feel like you're just not good enough. You're going to look at all those women who are married by the age of 30 with a kid. They've settled down and you haven't. It's still going to be that. You're still going to feel some type of way. You know, you're still going to feel some type of way. She still is at an age where you almost 30, but you're not even there yet. And you're already swearing off relationships. That's sad. You know, there are guys who may feel like you're still attractive enough to date or even marry. You don't have any kids, and you're basically going in a direction where you're going to be basically an old woman with cats. You know, now we all know women use men for utilities. You got the guy who they can rely on for emotional support. You got the guy they can rely on for financial necessities. the guy they can rely on when they need the D at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And then they go back to disliking them. Speaking of love and hate. But that's the circle of women who are just choosing to play the field. They're just choosing to be single. They really have every opportunity to level up, but they miss out on those opportunities because they fear that it may fail. Let me just tell y'all this. I knew a female, right, a couple years ago. She told me that she stopped dating a guy because he was just too good for her. That nothing was bad on his end. She just mentally just wasn't there. Dude wanted to marry her. She said he was a good guy, and she chose to overlook him or to stop talking to him because she felt like at that moment in time, she wasn't ready. And when she told me this, she said it with a bit of regret, And that is what happens. You have women, they're so conditioned to not want to date the nice guys, the good guys, to reject the nice guys, and to only deal with dysfunctional guys who they could go back and forth and argue with, and fight with, just to be comfortable in dysfunctional relationships, And we really have to look at where we are in society, where the women have to deprogram themselves from not seeking dysfunctional men and dysfunctional relationships. Because I've had women tell me, man, like they said that they were friends with their boyfriends before they got with them. And the dude still ended up being dysfunctional, which lets me know you knew he was dysfunctional before you got with him. He didn't just switch up. That's who he was. But you overlooked that because you wanted to get with him so badly. And you probably thought that because you're a different female, that things will be different. Things are never different, man. A person is going to be who they are. They're going to be who they are. And there's really nothing you could really do to alter that. Let's say with me, right? I'm single. I'm not dating. Shout out to Sunny Robinson. She's using that to get out of the relationship. Pretty much. As a matter of fact, I came across an article, right, that listed the reasons why women mess around their significant other. I may do a whole video on that. But I saw some of the reasonings of why women mess around. Very fascinating, because some of that stuff I didn't even know. And I think I'm a very intelligent guy. Socially, And some of those things I was like, oh, okay. Anyway. I know for me, like, back before I was making content, right? I was aggressive when it comes to pursuing girls. Like, if I wanted to go up and approach and talk to somebody, I would, or they may come and talk to me. Smooth like that, But as I've gotten a little older, I just try to pick my spots. But I don't approach hardly ever like I used to. I don't. I'm the type of person I like for person to come to me. But anyway. But with me, like, for me to be in a relationship, I'd have to have like my 4 pillars standing tall, It'd be the pillar of financial stability, the pillar of time, the pillar of just having meeting the right person and that person understanding what I do, especially here on social media. Also, my ideology. And also the pillar of meeting somebody, too, that has the qualities that will say, I don't see myself with anybody else but this person. You know? You got to have those pillars standing tall. Without those pillars standing tall, it's not there. I mean, well, one or two could be one and the same. But, you know, it could be a myriad of things. It just depends on your values. My values may be different than yours. Not everybody has the same values. And I'm not even a difficult person. I'm gonna say I'm simple, but you know, I'm more of a type of person that I have a steadiness about me. You know, I'm not gonna be changing and switching up and down, you know, left and right. I am who I am. Shout out to Ronnie the Don. Check in. Appreciate it. You know? So what you see is what you're going to get. You know? Even though I do have sides of my personality that some of you may have never seen. Some of you may have. You know? So, like with me, I just need pillars to stand tall, you know. I need certain things to align with me, but some of your values may not align with mine. You know, you may think that, you know, what is Jane talking about? Pillars? What do you mean pillars? I'm just using metaphors, man. Come on, it's metaphors. Pillars can mean a myriad of different things. You know, it can be rope, string. It could be a ladder. You know, but I just see that times have changed, and even if a man says, you know what, I like this person, I want to approach them. You have women who will still see that as a guy being a little bit too giddy and nice about dating her, you know. There are women who see men. I've heard women admit this. They have seen men. Okay? But there are women who've seen men who approach them as kind of being weak, or them not being attracted to men who approach them. You know? Not necessarily John Carter. Again, I was thinking more of like building pillars, but I think you're reading way too deep into this, which is what some of y'all do. Y'all read way too deep into the things I'm saying. I told y'all, I'm a lot simpler than you think I am. You know, don't read too much into it. I think I got to stop using metaphors. Pillars, foundations, you know, not Islam, broski. Oh my God. Anyway, I just think everybody's different. And you know, I could be 100% truthful. I could be bullshit. You never know. But that's just that's what makes society great. You know, is that we could be anybody we want to be as long as we take that effort. It's all about building your pillars, man, foundations. It's hard to find good people who have your back, who support what you do. It's very difficult because if that person doesn't feel like they're getting anything out of it, they're going to be up and gone. And all that work you put into building those pillars is all for naught. You know? Shout out to everybody that's here. Now, again, with these Femcels, I think you're going to start seeing videos. I've already seen them. I've seen women over the past year or two talk about how they're involuntarily celibate and they can't really get guys that they want, which is very interesting because I don't think it's very difficult for women to get, sex out of a guy. I don't think it's very difficult for them to get that. But if you look at how people frame incels, especially men who may have a certain opinion of women or society, they will deem them incels. Even though people are taking that completely out of context, if they actually understand that an incel is just a true force loner. That's what it is. That's who they are. They're TFLers. Okay? And I just wish people would retire that word because that's not who they are. Okay? They are true force loners. So you have true forced lonely women, I guess, who are going that route because I truly feel that they've been brainwashed into thinking that they should get the attention of certain guys, that the world is going to treat them a certain way, and that doesn't happen. And because that doesn't happen, they feel some type of way. Because I've heard that said about men, y'all can't get the women you want. You're incels. You can't get the women you want. You can't get sex from them. So you're hurt. You're angry. But what about these women who are constantly single complaining about the men that don't want to date them because of how they look, because of their hair, because of their skin tone? What about those women? Are they not, complaining for no reason? Are they femcels? They're walking around talking about we don't want them. Because I see a lot of that going on, especially on YouTube. A lot of women talking about we don't want them, so we include y'all in the femcel category. Because that's what I'm starting to see. At least with these TFLers. At least they may have a gripe about not getting female attention, but they're not blaming. I think overall they're blaming who they are more than maybe even how they look or their skin tone. Because I see a lot of Caucasian males claiming they can't get no women. And we all know that because of the mental illness that is rampant in the black community, there are sisters who will date a non-black dude just for being white. We know this. We all know this. But those are I don't see a lot of black males on YouTube complaining about not getting attention from women, claiming that they're involuntarily celibate. Because I think that even these guys who can't get no women in their own group still have they still have a certain standard and they're not going to veer off that. They want to date women who look like them for the most part. So we have to really look at society, man, and it's pushing people into corners, man. I don't want to be pushed in no corner. It's pushing everybody into their own corner where they have nothing but themselves and their bitterness and anger towards the world. No, break out of that. Break out of that mindset. You don't need that mindset. But from what I have seen from these TFLers, it's only been most of these Caucasian guys. You haven't seen a lot of brothers claiming I am forced to be I'm forced to be celibate. I have never seen that. There are some of those. There are some of these TFLers, some of these brothers TFLers, but for the most part, they're not black males. But again, people will throw those insults at us because we critique black female behavior, which is very critiquable. Very critiquable, you know? But I think people should really go and look up TFLers and really look at who they are, you know? I've known about these guys for years. It's been years. Years. Now, these guys haven't made videos in a long time. Some of these guys are. But for the most part, I think that you have women becoming involuntarily celibate because they refuse to change who they are. And they think that by proclaiming their born again virgin status, that it's going to get them the men that they want. And when that doesn't work, then what? Then what? When that doesn't happen? That's what we have to ask ourselves. To ask ourselves that. Okay? Shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all like the stream as you come in. This is the Friday edition of the show. Okay? This is the Friday edition. I see you, Gemini. What's up? Shout out to everybody that's coming in here. Make sure you like the stream. I'm going to open up the phone lines. I'm going to take a couple of phone calls. Not going to take that many. If I can get this going. Okay. Yeah, some of you ladies that are listening, go check out some of these TFLers, man. Why don't y'all go over there and give them some words of encouragement? Because you got women that will say they don't have high standards in men like that. They're not looking for a 10 or a 9 or, you know what I'm saying? They're looking for a good guy. Why don't y'all go give the TFLers go give them some encouragement? Because I'm pretty sure they could use it. They could use that encouragement from you ladies to go over there and encourage those TFLers. Maybe that will get them on the right path. You know? Maybe that will get them on the right path, you know? Bruh, you need to learn how to spell before you come in my chat room talking about the topic. Learn how to spell, bruh. This guy misspelling words like that makes you cool, man. No, you look like an idiot when you can't spell words, man. You look like a moron. The women aren't impressed by that. Women don't like dumb men. They may date a dumb a dumb thug who knows some big words, but they're not gonna date you, family. No, incels are not MGTOWs. Jocelyn, I think that is a that is a big I think a very wrong comparison, because they're not going their own way. They are forced to be celibate. They are forced to be celibate. TFL is true forced loneliness. And they've been making videos since before I was making videos. Shout out to Focus 56. I swear I never heard about Femcels to this stream. Otherwise, great content as always. Appreciate it. Man, I did a video like a year ago. A lot of people didn't watch it. You know? Yeah, I think y'all could definitely give them because they're not going their own way. True force loners are not going their own way. They're not. That is a misconception. That is a bullshit comparison. You know? I wish people understand that. People be trying to connect them. There's no connecting at all. There's no connecting. All right, people, I'm going to open up the lines, but do not take too long, man. Do not take too long on these lines, man. I want to get a few people on. No, the good nurse, we're not offline. We are online. I hope y'all can hear me. We are online. You're live. What's going on?
Yo, what's happening,
What's
Jay?
up, man?
Um, yeah, man. I just gotta be honest, man. A lot of these chicks, man, they just don't understand that the reason why they're always single or always at odds with somebody is because of them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just gotta look in the mirror and just understand that you're the one with the problem. If you got a problem with like 20 people, then then who's the common denominator? It's
Mm-hmm.
you. You know what I mean? And they try to say. I mean, I saw that video you said with what's her name? Emma Watson.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm self partner and stuff. That sounds so stupid. That's just about as stupid as the girl that married herself because
Yeah.
she couldn't find a man at 30. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy, man. Like these girls, they just refuse to look in the mirror and realize that they're the ones that are the problem in their relationships,
Mm-hmm.
and feminism has just ruined society. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Like how as far as like how men and women interact with each other, like they just go out of their way to try to show that they're equal to a man, but you'll never be equal to a man. Like I
Mm-hmm.
follow this girl on Instagram that I used to go to school with, and now she's like a bodybuilder now,
Mm-hmm.
and she's always forever taking videos and pictures of herself in the gym, trying to show off and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And she took this one picture the other day, and like when she was posing for her little bodybuilding show or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and she made up. She was just like, women say that women say that other women lifting weights will make you look manly.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like, well, that's all right. I'll just be my own man crush Monday. I was just like, what the hell? Like,
Wow.
that what kind of logic is that?
Yeah.
It's like she's
That's
going
weird
out her way
logic.
to try to show that she's a strong woman and all this other stuff. And it's I mean, I don't find it particularly attractive, but I mean, hey, if that's what you want to do, then go right ahead. But like these feminists, they just go out of the way to try to show that they're more powerful than a man. They can do everything a man can do. But one of the other YouTubers, I know you don't like me dropping names, so I ain't gonna do that. But he said these feminists talk about they can do everything a man can do. It's like, yeah, you can do everything a man can do, like in an office setting. But when I look outside and look at the construction sites or look at any manual labor job,
Mm-hmm.
who's mostly out there is men.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't do everything I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like you can type up papers and use Excel and stuff. Like you can do that, but that's where it ends and that's where it begins. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like these even like that girl I was telling you about. Like she probably is really strong, but a guy that really doesn't even lift weights like that could probably still lift more than her. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? And they just women just gotta understand their role in society. You know what I mean? But you can't say stuff like that because you come off as a misogynist. But it's the truth. Like, y'all need to realize y'all role in society, and y'all never be as equal to a man. But that's all I want to say, man. You could keep it short, man. Just appreciate what you're doing, man. And red pill all motherfucking day.
All right, red pill all day, man. Thanks for the call, bro.
No problem.
All right, shout out to Carl, man. Bodybuilder. It's interesting. But yeah, man. May get a few more calls, maybe one or two. You know what's crazy? It's like it's already night here. Must be daylight saving. It's like already night here. Usually the sun will be out, but it's like already night here. You live with Jada Black. What's good?
What it is, OG? This dude from St. Louis. You know I had to call in on this, man.
What's good, man?
Now check this out, bro. This is something we had to understand.
Uh-huh.
Now, we notice every time men decide to take away or, I guess, pull back from a certain part of society, women feel like they got to join in. Yeah. Now, check this out. Who started talking about incels first, men or women? Men. They had to find a way to come into that space, just like they found a way to come into the red pill space. Yes or no? Now, check this out. I seen a post yesterday on Instagram. It said 3.6 million black women are single. Now, check this out. You ever notice that everything dudes do, like, check, as far as dating and stuff, they do it to please a bitch? Like, check this out. Even with the red pill community, when they say, oh, self-improve, do this, do that, they don't say do it for yourself. They say do it for a bitch. So we got dudes whose standards are hella low. They say, oh, if she look good, but she ran through, I still want her. I kiss the ground she walk on. This is my thing. Yeah. If niggas would stop being simps for women, we wouldn't have this situation right now. Now, this is my thing. I don't care what a woman look like. It's always going to be a dude that'll sleep with it because some dude's just desperate and lame like this.
Yeah.
Now, check this out. Knowing this and knowing that Instagram, they do all their little prostitution or whatever, it's some girls who not shaped to, I guess, be Instagram models or whatever. So what they do next for attention, get sympathy. I don't even know why people feeding into stuff like Emma Watson. Come on, man. That hoe is a millionaire, bro. She's a millionaire. Like, she ain't no bad-looking white girl. Like, she don't have no problem doing it. She doing that for sympathy because her career is shit now. Like, ain't nobody who talking about Emma Watson now. Harry Potter ended 5-6 years ago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Now she's an activist.
Like,
she's an activist, part-time activist now. Yeah.
We got to stop. Every time we talk about stuff like this, it's always how a woman feel and all this. How a woman feel is why society's so fucked up like it is now, where everybody kissing the woman ass. You get what I'm saying? Now, I know you say keep the call brief or whatever, but I want to school these niggas on game real fast.
Okay.
Now, you being a red pill man, you self-improving and all this, do that for yourself.
Right.
Quit trying to chase a woman. And if you a grown-ass man, there's no way you should be, I'm scared to check my girl's phone. I don't want to check it. If you want to check a bitch's phone, tell the bitch give you the phone. If she object, leave her. Quit doing all this. Oh, but she cheated on. That's weak, bro. There's plenty of decent girls out here. Niggas just don't want to take the time to get to know them because, she ain't give it up fast, bro. She ain't give it up fast. Look, check this out. I've been with my girl since I was 16. I'm 21 now, bro.
Okay.
Look, I took that girl virginity and everything. She don't act shit how these girls act these days. She don't all this my girlfriend walked outside with her titties hanging out. Your girlfriend do that because she don't respect you, bro. Find you a girl that respects you.
Right.
Just like how they say, you have to be an alpha male 24/7. Man, nigga, I'm gonna act like how I've been acting my whole life.
Right.
If you don't want to rock with that, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I don't like this. You gotta perpetuate. I gotta be a hard ass dude all the time, bro. Ain't no nigga gonna beat my ass, and no nigga don't have to speak to me disrespectful, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to say, I'm tough, nigga. I'm tough, nigga. I got the 2 guns, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them dudes. You look at me, you just know, damn, I can't fuck with him. Like,
yeah, well, most dudes
and these women, bro,
most dudes
y'all dig y'all own grave, bro, and it's getting worse. Like, self partner, like that's pathetic, bro. Like, it's getting really sad. And I'm gonna be honest, Dave. Like, I done, you know what I'm saying? I done cracked some shit in my life, but I was talking to my girl the other day. I said, I care about this shit like that, but if we end up not being together, whatever, I was like, shit, man, I'm gonna do like Jesus did and say, fuck it, nigga, shit. It's too bad out here. Like, I heard about that, the dude you talking about, that white dude gave them 600 black women AIDS. You know, and this ain't just a black woman, this women, period. It's just like, bro, y'all, nigga, I'm not finna play with my life like that. And the dudes that say, it's dudes that brag about sleeping with another dude's girlfriend. Like, bro, you happy that you passing the bitch back and forth? That's what. You can't get your own girl that's loyal to you, bro. Like, it's just. But I ain't finna hold the line all day, bro. It's just, dudes, y'all got to realize whatever y'all decide to lean towards, the bitch gonna follow. Yeah. So this is my thing.
Cool. All right, man.
Raise our standards. But that's it, OG.
All right. Well, appreciate the call, man. Thanks for calling in. Okay.
All right.
All right. Shout out to the youngin' there. Appreciate the call, man. May take maybe one more call, man. I'm tired. Y'all know I just can't. I was out a couple hours, and I just got back before I went live, man. And I didn't really know what topic I was gonna have. There was one I was gonna do. I just decided to combine them. You know what I'm saying? So I may take one more call, man. Then I'm about to go right back out. You know what I'm saying? Go right back out. You know, because I'm hungry. I ain't ate nothing since earlier today. So, you know. Yo, you're live with Jada Black. What's up? Yo, what's up?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Oh, nothing much. I'm just driving right now, but yeah, just to add to the topic and everything. You know, I'm 24.
Okay.
And I'm a truck driver. I own my own truck and everything. And
Okay.
Kind of out here dating, browsing, other things. And a lot what the women today is, like with the last the young brother was speaking on, is like they said, they want your character like what they think a man. And it's like, see, I'm not understanding how you have these standards that for every dude across, but they're unrealistic because every dude most come across ain't gonna meet those.
Right.
So like you got the standards for that, for this. So, majority of the men you're picking are not going to hit those standards. They might check off a couple, but for the most part, they're not going to really doing anything, you know.
Yeah, so, I think that's yeah. Well, I'm gonna say this real quick. Like, I think that's why you have women that struggle dating because they do have unrealistic expectations. When it's not met, then they're like back out trying to look for it, you know. And it, you know, I think a lot of that goes on.
Exactly. Like, especially when they look at my occupation, they be like, "Oh, you a truck driver?" I'm like, "Oh, that ain't really what I want to rock with." I'm like, "But I make more than you. I make $72,000 a year. I'm 24 and I bring that in." You know, like I make more than you. You got a master's degree.
Right. Yeah. Truck.
I'm 24 and take it. Like, you know.
That's crazy, man. They don't like because of your job.
I feel like a lot of women have unrealistic standards. They're shooting for something that only a few women are gonna get. Like the same some men. You got some men out here that be like, "Oh, I want this badass woman that had these wifeable qualities," but you know, she has about 20, 40, 50 dudes after her. She's not gonna settle for your ass if she's good looking. Like if she's able to get all this attention, she's not gonna settle for your ass. So you gotta kind of stay within your league. Like I remember you mentioned before. You gotta stay within your level. You know, go where you know you're gonna be successful at. That's why I don't chase after women I know are gonna fuck with me. I chase after my type.
Right.
I don't. What I know who's gonna choose me. You know, I don't go after women that doing this and this. I'm like, I'm not even putting her. I'm just like, all right, okay, cool. How's these women over here? I know I have a good opportunity at finding what I want in in these women.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's the same thing with these so-called, quote-unquote, femcels, self-partnered women.
Mm-hmm.
Stop shooting for shit out of your league.
Mm-hmm.
Stay within your lane. You'll find somebody.
Yeah.
Especially the actors.
Mm-hmm.
You're a millionaire. Ain't no way in hell you ain't got dudes coming at you.
Yeah, she got resources, got friends that could, you know, help her out. You know?
She could be like Britney Spears.
Mm-hmm.
Go get the backup dancer.
J-Lo too. J-Lo got with the backup dancer too.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, I just wanted to speak on that. All right, bro.
All right, cool, man. Thanks for the call, bro.
Hey, you welcome.
All right, shout out to brother out truck driving. Shout out to all the truck drivers, you know. But yeah, man, she don't want to date you because you a truck driver. That's fucked up. Truck drivers make a shit ton of money, man. I don't know. Maybe it's a lifestyle thing. Maybe she ain't never been with nobody that is self-sufficient, can make money, you know, on their own. I tell you, that's scary for some of these women, man. It's scary when a guy can financially, not only does he have money, but he can go across, you know, the country or whatever, man. But yeah, man. Yo, that's it for the calls. I'm tired, man. Told y'all I just got back home and I'm tired, man. That's it for the calls, man. But yeah, man, the occupation turns you off. That's crazy. Yeah, Unique, I'm a little tired. Like I said, I've been driving around for the last couple hours. Femcels a female incel. But yeah, man, that's weird. Like, that's weird that you would not want to date somebody because of the occupation. Like, is it because he, you know, travels? You know, he's traveling to different cities. You know, and that bothers her. I mean, that's crazy. Gotta get over that. Nah, Tar City, you don't gotta check nobody, bruh. Bruh, you ain't gotta check nobody, man. I let the callers call in and say what they want to say. You know? Unless they say something really out of pocket or crazy, then I'll step in. But nah, none of that, man. None of that. I gotta go at him. Nah, none of that, man. Nicole J, I used to be like that. That's why I'm single. Oh, really? So Nicole, you learned from those mistakes? As long as you've learned from them, then okay. But there are women who ain't learning from that. You know, they not learning from that. You know? Son, I just shut the phone lines down, man. That'll be it for me. I said a few calls, man. I wasn't gonna do like a whole line of calls, man. I'm tired of shit. I want to just speak to the fam on this Friday, and that was about it, man. But I appreciate y'all wanting to participate, man. Listen, there's gonna be plenty of live streams. There's gonna be plenty of opportunities for y'all to be able to call in and speak on these topics, man. You're gonna have plenty of opportunities, okay? All right. I learned, but I'm old now, 38. Okay. Well, you still have some life to live, man. Still life to be lived, you know. Yeah, Daryl, that's exactly what I'm about to do, bro. Because I probably won't go live. Well, probably, but I won't go live until Monday. Unless there was something I really want to talk about, I may go live Sunday. But yeah, man, I'm going to take a couple days, you know. Okay, Nicole. Well, shout out to everybody that was here, moderators and members. I appreciate everybody for being a part of the stream, man. And yeah, man, I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm play one of these old school instrumentals on my way out. But make sure y'all follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Okay? And y'all can also go to the email and send me emails, things that you want to tell me. You may want to bare your soul. You know, you can send it to the email. That is what I'm here for. I'm a listener. I like to listen. Sometimes when I'm in the, well, I'll just say this. There are days why I can listen all day. There are days where I might tune you out just a little bit, where I'm not seeking to listen, you know. But again, I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all have a good rest of your day, afternoon, and hopefully y'all have a good weekend too, all right?